The debt avalanche strategy is another method that you can use to pay off debt, and this one is different from the debt snowball method. This method of paying off debt focuses on saving money and paying off the debt as quickly as possible. So if you want to compare this with the debt snowball method or some other methods that you use to pay off debt, then be sure to stick around to the very end of this video. Now, if you're new to the channel and this is the first time that you're seeing me or watching one of my videos, my name is Ian, and even if it's not the first time, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it, and that's how these videos get recommended to more people. And also consider subscribing to this channel, and this will allow you to get the updates every day when I post new videos. And yes, you heard that right. I'll be posting a new video here on this channel every single day on YouTube. So if you want daily content on personal finance topics, be sure to turn on all notifications for the channel. So back to debt now. So in the debt avalanche strategy, you will list all your debts, but not by smallest to largest. Instead, you will focus on the APR, which is the amount of interest that you pay down on these debts. Now, the debts that have the highest interest, you pay them off first because that should help you to pay off the debt and save on the interest payments. So for example, just to make sure you guys understand this, let's say I have a car loan of $25,000 at a 7% APR, and then I have a personal loan of $25,000 at 12% APR. And I also have $25K in credit card debt at 45% APR. Now in this case, I would list them with the credit card being at the top, followed by the personal loan, followed by the car loan. So I would pay off the credit card first because it has the highest APR. Now this way I get charged less in interest by not prolonging the payments. So just as how you would go about it in the debt snowball way, you start the debt avalanche in the same way. So you get a piece of paper and you list all your debts, but remember this time you're listing them in the order of the one with the highest APR first. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to do this now step by step. And by the way guys, there is a free tool that you can use online that you just put the information in for all your debts, and it does everything for you, and I'll be leaving a link to that tool at the end of this video, so stick around so you can check that out. So now we make a rough list of all the debt that we have first. Then we find out the APR for all these debts. Then we make a final list with the name of the debts. So for example, Chase credit card, Discover credit card, car loan, medical loan, and we list the amount owed on the loans, and then we also list the APR, which is the most important part. Now remember, we're not going by the balance here, we're using the interest rate. Now if you don't know what your APR is, then you can find that out on your credit card on the back maybe, or it may be just easier to call the credit card company or the loan company and ask them what your APR is, and they'll be able to tell you. And also, while you're at it, be sure to tell them about a similar loan or credit card and tell them how much lower interest rate that one charges, and see if you can get them to either reduce your APR or to give you some extra time to pay this off. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't, so just try it. Now that we have all this information written down, we need to find out the minimum payments that we need to make on each debt per month. So if you don't already know this, and you should, but if you don't already know this, be sure to ask this question while you're on the call as well. So now you have the debt name, the balance, the APR, and the minimum payment amount. This is where budgeting comes in. So you budget to make the minimum payment on all these debts, but the one that has the highest APR, you'll be making not only the minimum payments, but also additional payments to the maximum amount that you possibly can. So again, I'm going to use an example. So let's say you have 3 debts, and to keep it simple, debt 1 is a credit card, debt 2 is a personal loan, and debt 3 is a car loan. Now, you know the minimum payment amounts. If after doing your budget, you realize that you can put $500 per month to these debts, then you want to add that $500 to the minimum payment for the debt that has the highest APR and start paying that one off first. So to keep it simple, let's also assume these 3 debts are all $5,000 each, and the minimum payment is $50 a month each. The credit card has the highest APR, so you pay $550 on the credit card every month, and you keep on paying only the minimum of $50 on the other 2 debts. Once you pay off the $5,000 on the credit card, you now have $550 of free money, and you can direct this to the next debt in line, which is the personal loan. So now you are making a minimum payment of only $50 on the personal loan every month, and now you're adding that $550 of free money in your budget to tackle it now. So you'll be making payments of $600 on this debt every month until it's paid off, and you also keep paying the minimum of $50 on the car loan, which is the final debt while you're you're doing this. So you keep paying on all debts at all time. Now, after you pay off the personal loan, you will now have $600 of free money in your budget, and you can add that to the minimum payment of $50 that you were making towards the car loan, and then you'll be paying $650 per month on that until you've completed the payoff. So you keep making the minimum payments on all debts, but you pay as much as you possibly can on the debt with the largest APR. And remember, we're doing this because the one with the larger APR is going to cost you more in interest over the months. So if you pay it off quicker, then you'll spend less money in higher interest payments. Now, once you get rid of all the debt, don't go back into debt. Just don't do it. Don't be pressured into purchasing anything that you can't afford. And remember, just because you can make the monthly payments doesn't mean you can actually afford it. There's a thing called an amortization schedule, and many people either don't know what it is or they know, but they just completely forget about it when they're taking on debt to make purchases of things they want. So let's look at this for a minute, right? And comment down below and let me know if you understand what the debt avalanche method is, and if you think that it's a good idea to use this method as opposed to any other methods. And if you use other methods to pay off debt, comment them down below, let me know what they are and how they've worked for you. So the amortization schedule helps you to see the actual cost of whatever you're going in debt to purchase, but also with the interest. So if you purchase a $50,000 car, then you'll actually be paying somewhere around $60,000 for it. And this doesn't include taxes and fees. This is just from interest payments. Now, people only usually look at this when they're getting a mortgage, but the next time you think about getting into debt, use a tool to help you see how much you're really going to be spending, especially if it's to purchase, let's say, a brand new car, which will be worth maybe 50% if you're lucky at the end of paying for 5 years. Now, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you'd like to see more videos like this one, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, as that's the way these videos get recommended to more people. I'll really appreciate it. And also, guys, giving this video a thumbs up is completely free. There's no cost to doing it. Also, be sure to check out some of my other videos here on the channel on credit cards, savings accounts, banking apps, ways to make money, investments, and much more. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and be sure to turn on all notifications, as that's the only way you'll be able to get the updates of when I post new videos here. And remember, I'll be posting a new video here every single day on YouTube, and I'm at 180 days right now of posting videos every single day, and I'll continue to do so. Now, be also sure to check out the links down below. I'll be leaving links to free stuff, free cashback offers. So check all the links down below in the description for all kinds of free stuff. Now, if this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I have other videos relating to paying off debt and budgeting. So be sure to check those videos out as well. And if you aren't investing as of yet, you need to start doing that immediately. So be sure to check out Webull or M1 Finance, which I personally use both and I really like them. Links down below in the description. With Webull, you sign up, you get a free stock or 2 free stocks, which can be valued at up to $1,600. The stocks are free. If you like them, you keep them. If not, you sell them, you keep the cash. With M1 Finance, you'll get $10 for free to go towards your investments. Now, again, once you get out of debt, be sure to stay out of debt and don't go into debt anymore. This doesn't include mortgages, but for credit card debt and personal loans, avoid them at all costs. You're only making the banks richer. Now, I'm leaving a link to that tool here that you can see how much interest you'll pay when you take out a loan. Once again, I hope this video was very helpful. All the best with paying down your debts, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.